Hello everyone. Today we're gonna have a look at Space Marine 2. Oh. Well. It doesn't matter. Let's do it. So... the game comes out on the 9th. You can get the... or you could get the play early version if you bought one of the expensive ones. I wanted to check it out, so I dished out the cash. I'm gonna go on veteran. I'm gonna skip the introductions, if it lets me. But, it's a game I like, and it's a game that I don't like at the same time. Why? Well, if this thing, come on, there should be a skip button for this. Why do you? So, yeah. And I'm a bit under the weather today, so it's great. I wish I had a gene seed that just processed disease and stuff like that and got rid of it. Loading. Joining server. I don't like that. Why is it joining server? I don't want to play multiplayer, I just want to play the campaign. The cinematics, though, they're great. They did a really great job with the presentation and the atmosphere, pretty much everything. Tyranid invasion fleet incoming. That face. Poor man knows what's coming. Anyway. We're gonna skip this. And here we are. When you get it, if you get it, watch that intro cinematic. It's amazing. So here we are.
Repeat. Kill team leader to squad. Confirm
So
Fox contact.
the controls are pretty standard for a third-person shooter.
From your position.
Space Marine, like the original, it's both a third-person shooter and a melee combat game. So I think the graphics and the environment just looks amazing. They did a great job with the visuals and with the atmosphere. Your Space Marine feels heavy and ponderous, which is great, but it also hurts a bit in combat sometimes, especially when you're getting swarmed. So let's go.
Orbital launcher facility. Well secured. Hellstross, Alpha, I'm moving to the crash site. Do you read? Any sign of the commander?
As usual, the box is not working.
I'm here, damn it. Hellstross, you have command. What are your orders?
The colors don't look as bright as the original Space Marine.
Detonated.
And that's fine, I mean, it's a grimdark game.
Transmitter must be broken.
But here we are. First contact. One of the things I dislike is this. They removed the healing on execution that was present in the first game. Instead, it has a Bloodborne type healing regen mechanic. But your white health just disappears so quickly. I find it hard to regen health. So the first Space Marine had you just rushing into battle and fighting and killing to survive and regen. This one has something similar. However, it doesn't recover your health, it recovers your armor. Which you only have those two pips. And once they're gone, you need to do an execution to recover them. And then we have the parry, which is kind of weird. So on that one, you don't even need timing. You just hit it when the blue thing comes up and you get it. The executions are amazing. You can parry that stuff as I did there. That's great. But it does feel kinda clunky. I mean, I like that one, for sure. We're right there, like 3 hits, my armor is gone. So it feels more like Dark Souls at times, rather than Space Marine, where you don't want to rush into the thick of things like a maniac. And then we get this guy.
Now they send larger meat.
So some of these, let's call them complaints I have, are more of a skill issue, I would say, for me. I just have to get used to the flow of combat. Like right there, 2 hits, my armor is gone. Armor doesn't really regen. I parried the guy, and he didn't care. He still kept on attacking, so am I supposed to continue parrying? Maybe that's the way it is, yeah. I couldn't parry nothing. And then I am trying to hit him to regen, but I couldn't. So... and then I got an execution, right? It recovered 1 pip of my armor. So... getting good aside, because I'm sure once you master the combat system, it should be alright. I think it's hard to parse when the enemy is attacking, other than when the blue and orange stuff flashes. There is no block button, which would be nice. But... the game is very stingy with health and with ammunition. Now, maybe this gets better as you progress in the campaign, but I don't think that there's any sort of leveling up system or anything like that. I may have to start on a lower difficulty just to get used to the system, because...
Darius, brother, I will repay them.
And this is awesome, by the way. Like I said, the graphics and the presentation is just amazing.
This bolter will roar in
Yes, it will.
Darius. I swear on it. Come, vermin.
Those little shooters, they're annoying as all hell. They will eat up your armor, and if you're busy with a horde, they're a nightmare. And there's really no defense against them. Other than killing them, of course.
Kicking these rotten seals out of my fangs for weeks. Situation here at the Mocha is becoming severe. Have you secured...
So that's how you recover ammunition.
No.
But the ammunition recovery... You just don't get enough bullets.
If we fail to launch that bomb, there will be nothing to stop the Tyranids. I am almost at the crash site. Just make sure the launcher is still standing.
Let's soften them up.
I will hold the line for as long as I can.
So now the gun strike. Sometimes they get that targeting reticle after you knock them back or hit them. So you get this cool gun attack execution. So see, if I am supposed to recover health by attacking the enemy, then it should at least have some degree of grace, because if you don't instantly hit them, then the bar just goes down super quick. And sometimes it's not realistic to instantly hit them, because if you try to spam your attack, they will hit you. And you will lose more health, you won't recover nothing, and you will die. So Space Marine 1 was an action third-person shooter where you rushed into the hordes with melee, and by fighting, that's how you recover your health. This one feels more like a tactical game, where you have to do a bunch of tactical decisions instead of just rushing in. And it is very punishing sometimes. If you miss a parry or if you miss something, expect to lose 75% of your health. Like sometimes 50, sometimes 25. But now, and before we start with the get good stuff, which I've already covered, like I need to practice and get a proper feel of the combat system.
We are running out of time.
Where was I going with this?
Kill team, I am at the crash site.
I don't know, where was I going with this? Yeah, I'm drawing a blank. Okay, so the game systems just feel a bit contradictory. Because if I'm supposed to attack to recover health, but I can't, because the enemies just have like all these combo attacks, and I just have this very limited window of opportunity to do. It just feels a bit unfair. But then, to be fair, like I said, I need to understand the system better. It's definitely not Space Marine 1.
My brother, you have honored the Imperium with your devotion.
I wish they had just kept the original, where you execute and you recover health. There's also medipacks here and there, but they're very scarce. When you're getting overwhelmed, especially in one of the later missions, then that's gonna be rough and frustrating. And sure, I can always tone down the difficulty, that's not a problem. But if you were expecting Space Marine 1, it's not. Now, with all that said, I really like the game.
Death will not go unpunished.
I don't like the multiplayer stuff. I don't know that I will be playing multiplayer. Good lord, this guy! Like I got stuck there. It has some really cool cinematic moments. I really like those parry into gunshot, into execution, and the executions are very well done. But yeah, one little mistake can cost you your entire health bar, as you can see. And I'm probably gonna die here, because I missed the parry, so... And then that. It goes and tells you, parry on blue. I parried on blue, and the guy kept on attacking. Now, I don't believe that the game should tell me everything, right? But, you know, I didn't know I was signing up for Dark Souls instead of Space Marine. The combat is very visceral.
Tyranids have breached the perimeter. Over.
It's slower and more deliberate than the first one, I would say. You have to keep an eye on your surroundings all the time, because you will get attacked by from all sides, and that's very Warhammer. And then you. So weaken the horde, take a few pot shots. And don't let him hit you, because, man, it hurts. Like that, woof. Do you notice that? Like, 2 hits, my health is down, I'm getting shot. How am I supposed to take advantage of the recover health mechanic? At all. I hope they adjust that, because it feels cheap. So, anyway. The game is about Space Marines, and it does that job really good. Once you get next to the Imperial Guard, I don't know if I will get to that in this video, but you can see the size difference between the Marine, your character, and normal humans.
Are you with me? I have the bomb.
In my personal experience, I had never really made that connection. Space Marines are huge, and the game represents this very well. So, all in all, complaints aside, I think the game is really, really cool. I think the developers did do a good job with it, or a great job.
You have served your Emperor well, brother.
I also hate that all my team is dead. It sucks.
Record log. To any Imperial unit that recovers this log, my kill team crash landed off course. My brothers are all dead. Slain by Tyranids. I have the virus bomb. Moving to the orbital launcher. We'll fire into stratosphere where it will disperse over Tyranid positions.
I wish there was some sort of cover mechanic other than just standing behind cover. Because those shooters are annoying. And there's no real defense against them. But, you know. Use the battlefield. Move behind cover, don't stand in the open, take pot shots. Oh, come on, I parried that. Make good use of dodge. Take one or two hits and then dodge away. Doesn't always work. I suppose once I master the system, it should be alright. But none of my complaints preclude me from recommending the game. I think it's worth a playthrough. And eventually you get AI teammates, which I also don't like. And you can blame Daikatana for that. But the action is solid and frantic. The combat system is more complex than I would like. But
it will slow them down.
I think it works. I also think that the shield does not regen timely. The cooldown for regeneration is way too long. Other than that, I thought this was a great prologue. And what I've seen of the campaign, I really enjoyed. I really can't tell you about lore that much because my contact with Warhammer has been through the video games, not through the tabletop. But what little I've read on the codexes, I think a friend of mine once had the Dark Angels Codex Astartes for the tabletop. And I read that book a lot. I loved it. Space Marines seemed like Space Marines. And reminiscing on this game's predecessor, it seems to be keeping on with the game. It doesn't stray too far other than the more Dark Souls-like combat. I just missed all my prompts there. So just gotta learn not to swing, swing, swing. More like parry, swing, parry, take a shot, parry, dodge, and then attack. So all in all, part of my complaints with the game are skill-based. The other part is just systems that don't make sense, at least in my opinion. But it is a great game. I don't regret having bought it. I just wish I were better at it. But here we are. It's not a perfect game,
Inserting payload.
but it is good and enjoyable. So... and look at that. You can just feel the weight of the character and their power.
Payload chambered. Hazardous material detected. Further benedictions required.
Transmitting override authorization.
Alright, frag grenades, ammunition.
The rite of safeguard must be performed. Seek an authorized Magos.
I wish these ammo caches replenished everything. Grenades, health, and ammunition.
Machine Spirit, where is the command console?
On the observation platform above.
I love how he casually throws the grenades.
Summon the lift.
So all my shields are just... I'm just getting torn apart by those ranged guys. But... Lovely. The ragdoll effects are great.
Machine Spirit.
Oh
what is
yeah.
the status of the orbital
This game
launcher?
installs Epic Online Services if you have it on Steam. I do not like that because I don't like Epic. But there is no forced account,
Activate
so
launch systems.
I do have other games that install the Epic Online Services as well. So for me it's annoying. For many it's a non-issue. Oh, wrong button.
Doubtful.
B button is grenade, A button is dodge. Maybe I should change that. So let's get this going.
Mutations complete. Awakening systems from hibernation. Light of capacitors initialized. Personnel may begin prayers of charge.
So all in all, the game plays very well.
Can you not hasten the damn process?
It's hard,
Seismic disruptions.
or it's a challenge, I should say.
Trajectory may have been altered.
And I think it's a worthy successor to the original. So obviously opinions may vary. Everybody has their own thing. But I do recommend the game. I also don't remember what am I supposed to do here. I think just wait. Oh, grenade. Nice.
Presence detected on the railway. Personnel vacate for launch. Launch preparations complete.
So I don't know if it's worth it shooting these guys at all. But it is a really cool set piece, looking at that. Yep. Yep. I missed a parry there and I lost all my armor. So as we've established earlier, I just need to get good. So don't expect to just rush into the game and obliterate everything. Oh man. And off the bomb goes. That is quite an elaborate launcher too.
It is done.
Anyway, it seems very Warhammery, so the designs are amazing, the graphics are amazing. The combat, I think, is going to be great once you get used to it. But while learning it, it's rough. I don't like that we have AI companions. I don't like the Epic Online Services crap. I don't know about the story. But hey, you know what? I am really glad that our boy Captain Titus is back. Because he's the man. for the Emperor. Let's go.